I didn't really have a bad experience with timeshares. We used it a few times. My wife and I bought it. We were young and naive at the time, over 30 years ago. In '94, she left her job to be a full-time mom, and I lost my job through a riff 3 months later. So we went from making really good money to zero. We fell behind in our maintenance fees. They were never too high anyway. They're only about $600–700 a year. We were able to afford that, but after we ran into problems financially, we couldn't afford that. Then we ended up in foreclosure, and that started to be a big headache. I paid myself out of the foreclosure because I didn't want to hurt my credit. I didn't know anything about getting out of the timeshare. And then we weren't using it anymore, so I wanted to get out of it. I had a lot of unscrupulous people, companies, talking to me, trying to buy it, sell it, lying to me. I imagine I had one that even sent me a contract for $14,000, and it was very, very skeptical. And even they're speaking to me, what they said to me was crazy. This one agent said, "I've got this buyer and his wife is going crazy, wants your unit," and it just didn't make sense. So we didn't sign it. It was bogus. I went to multiple presentations at hotels, people talking about being able to get you out of your timeshare. Must have been half a dozen times, and they were very expensive, and they were promising too much. I didn't believe them. Plus, their fees were so extraordinary, and I just figured one day I would come up with this huge amount of money and pay myself up and pay my maintenance fees up and keep on going. We tried to rent ourselves out of it every year, and they would never rent all 7 days of it. They'd only rent a few days here, a few days there, and we still had money to pay every year. This was a huge headache for me for years and years. We bought this unit over 30 years ago, and I didn't know how to get out of it. It was like an anchor. I didn't know what to do. It just dragged me down, sort of. Worried about it over and over again for years. And VOC answered the problem and took it away from me like it never existed. Very painlessly too. I went to a home show and ran into Sherry, and she was very believable and explained to me that we can get out of it, and I didn't really believe that anymore. So I took a chance and accepted everything she said, and lo and behold, it was fantastic. It was true. I'm out of it. It was quick, but within a few months, VOC was done. At the time, I was concerned because we were buying a new house. Is this going to go on my credit? It never did go on my credit. It still is not on my credit. It's like it never even existed. I don't have to worry about the timeshare. My wife passed away 4 years ago, so now it's all on me. And then I find out that it's in perpetuity, and my kids get it, and I didn't want my kids to have to be burdened with the timeshare. They're not going to use it probably, and they'd be burdened with the maintenance fees. So that was the biggest thing, biggest reason to get rid of it, was my kids. I recommend VOC 100%. I'm out of my timeshare, and I'm very happy about it. Yay.